This is Hannibal from the HannibalTV.com. The U.S. Air Force has issued a serious warning today for the 600,000 plus people who say they're planning to storm Area 51, a top secret U.S. military base in the Nevada desert on September 20th, 2019. An Air Force official says that Area 51 is an open training range for the U.S. Air Force, and we would discourage anyone from trying to come into the area where we train American armed forces. Of course, the U.S. didn't even formally recognize Area 51 as a military base until 2013, and that took a 2005 Freedom of Information Act request to happen. Many people believe that there's back engineering of UFOs in certain areas of Area 51. It's a very large base. There's many sections to it at various levels of security. Bob Lazar, who claimed to have been involved in some reverse engineering of a UFO in the past, who he recently appeared on the Joe Rogan show, has said himself that he was even only allowed to just see the vessels that he was working on. He wasn't allowed to see anything else, even though there were apparently other UFOs in the section of Area 51 where he was working. There's another fellow who I'd really like to interview sometime called Charles Hall that used to be a weatherman in a section of Area 51, and he had special permission to go into a certain area just to take weather measurements. And again, even some of his higher ups, allegedly according to him, weren't allowed into the area where he was allowed into. So it's a very protective and secure place. It's not like you're just gonna cross the border and see UFOs and aliens walking around. They are also engineering and testing other military craft there that might have nothing to do with UFOs. It is a military base after all. So I would say it was a horrible idea to try and storm it. Without question, if that were to happen, there would be deaths. And I think the moment people started getting shot, the others would definitely back off, because let's face the facts here. You're not going to see anything crossing into Area 51. It's far too secure, and the military will definitely stop you from getting into the secured areas if you attempt to, one way or another. It's a matter of national security. I think the best chance of full disclosure ever happening again is if there's a mass sighting like the Phoenix Lights in the late 90s, when a large, literally thousands of people saw a unidentified craft flying over Phoenix. That was before there was camera phone. There was a lot of videos of it, but I think if something like that happened today and enough camera phones caught it, there would have to be a statement that would say it was something more than testing or swamp gas or weather balloons. I spoke to a Phoenix fire captain who was a fire captain at the time of the Phoenix Lights, and he told me he was not informed of any military testing in the area, and when he saw the Phoenix Lights, he thought it was a UFO. And you would think if they are going to do military testing above a major city that's going to cause a panic, they would warn the residents in advance. So we'll see what happens as the future goes on. Obviously, there are unidentified flying objects out there. There's plenty of videos out there of them. Some of them, of course, are hoaxes, but there is a small percentage that are legitimately unidentified flying objects. They could be enemy aircraft. Who knows what they are, but they're definitely a matter of national security for sure, in my opinion. If they're in our airspace and we have no control over them, and they appear to have technology far greater than ours, that's pretty scary. And I believe humans that believe that we are the center of the universe and the most intelligent species in the entire universe would be a very arrogant thing to think, as the universe is vast and we're discovering new planets all the time. So we'll see what happens, but storming Area 51, bad idea.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.